Before being diagnosed with ABS, my relationship with Stephanie was beyond perfect. On a scale of 1 to 10, it was like a 15.
I love Hal very much. I know he loves me, but ABS has completely interrupted any plans that Hal and I have made for our future.
We used to entertain with friends all the time and have them over for dinner, just doing anything that, where she wasn't in a constant fear that she lives in now.
Hal's ABS has aged me probably 10 years.
I live in constant terror that it's going to ruin my relationship with her. Stephanie means the world to me, and I can't imagine life without her.
But I want to give you some very specific advice about this. When people black out, when they're in an altered state of consciousness, whether it's from alcohol, drugs, head injuries, whatever, they're not aware of what transpires. So then when it's over, they don't have empathy because they didn't experience it. It's kind of like if I get in an altered state of consciousness and call you every name in the book and then come back to awareness, I don't feel remorse because I wasn't aware of it. I didn't see the hurt look on your face. I didn't see the sense of betrayal, even though you may have known that was because I had a tumor or I had whatever, it still cuts to the quick. And my advice is you have to, while you're in a state of awareness, you really do have to call up your empathy, and you really do have to ask yourself, how would I feel if all of a sudden this woman that I'm in a relationship with called me every name in the book, disparaged my manhood, hurt me every way she possibly could, and then forgot about it? But yet I still heard those words come out of her mouth. I knew that somewhere in her spirit, somewhere in her soul was the capacity to speak those words. And regardless of the motivation behind it, regardless of what caused it, that still cuts you really deep. You do need to tell her, I am so sorry that you had to hear that, and I apologize, despite that it wasn't my intention and doesn't reflect my feelings. That doesn't change that you had to absorb that, and I am so sorry that you had to absorb that.
Actually tried to come back and tried to be empathetic, but it's hard to because it's hard to watch the videos. It's hard to listen to the stories, and then you just get so busy with work and you get so busy with life that you're just like, I don't have time for this.
You know, the quality of a relationship is a function of the extent to which it meets the needs of the two people involved. And you have certain needs, and you don't feel the need to talk about it. You feel the need to just move on and not waste time in a non-flare-up focusing on a flare-up. That's bad enough to have the flare-ups. Let's not contaminate non-flare-up time. That's your need. But I can tell you, caretakers suffer burnout, and they need to know that you get that this chaos is a heavy burden, and that you get it and you appreciate it and you understand it. It's not that you owe them anything because of your intention. They just need to know that you get it. And if they know that you get it, it helps.
I understand.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.